is our very own Ed Henry. Ed.
Sean, I've got some breaking news. I spoke to a senior administration official a short time ago who said that the White House is not just releasing the transcript of this July 25th phone call tomorrow. They'll be releasing other documents, including a look at what the inspector general at the intelligence community found about the whistleblower who started this whole thing, alleging some wrongdoing by the president. Here's the key information. I'm told by this senior administration official that the inspector general found that the whistleblower had, quote unquote, political bias in favor of a rival candidate of President Trump in 2020. Now, this official did not have the specific information as to whether or not the whistleblower, in some sort of a background search, they found that the whistleblower supports Joe Biden or Elizabeth Warren. I do not have the name of the 2020 candidate, but this senior official is telling me we're going to learn tomorrow, and we're learning tonight for the first time here on Hannity, that the whistleblower who's been held up as a truth teller, who's just sort of down the middle and just trying to lay out the facts as they see them about President Trump, actually, as the inspector general did an investigation here to get at the root of whether or not any of the allegations against the president are true, found some sort of political bias. I don't know if they found emails, if there was an interview with the whistleblower, but this senior official is telling me that the inspector general found political bias in favor of a rival candidate of President Trump. I can guarantee you, based on what I'm hearing tonight from this official, that we're going to be hearing a lot more about this tomorrow. This official, who is familiar with the transcript of that call, also told me that there is no smoking gun in this transcript, that it's nowhere near as inflammatory as Democrats and some of the media have suggested. But I will add that this senior official told me that there are at least a few words, in the words of this official, a few words in the transcript that are going to raise eyebrows and are going to cause political headaches for the White House. As you can imagine, there's going to be a lot of back and forth about the context of the call, the details. But this senior official who's seen the transcript of the call is telling me there's absolutely no smoking gun in there that is going to prove anything incriminating or damaging.
Ed, I have the same report. My sources are saying absolutely no quid pro quo. It's like about 3 lines. They were talking about corruption. The new president ran on an anti-corruption platform. But to reiterate here, what you're saying is the so-called whistleblower, we know wasn't a real whistleblower because it was secondhand information, had a political agenda. That is
the word is biased,
news. But here's what I would like to say. Is Joe Biden going to release his conversations? And I would like to demand that Joe Biden now release all of his conversations that he had when he was vice president with Ukraine, especially now in light of what we learned about Joe Biden bragging on tape about how he leveraged a billion U.S. dollars. Why would a vice president of the United States ever want a prosecutor in Ukraine fired? Right. Oh, the guy that was investigating his own son, and he was tipped off by the New York Times that his own son was being investigated. There is a lot more to this story, Ed, than I think anybody knows at this moment. The
president's being scrutinized about what he's done, and you're right. There are a lot of people raising questions about what did Vice President Joe Biden do when he was in office, particularly because after he left office, as you've known, you've played the clip, he boasted about getting that prosecutor fired at a time when the Obama administration, not the Trump administration, was holding aid and loans over the head of the Ukrainian government at that time, Sean.
Yeah, $1 billion. You either fire him in 6 hours or, well, you're not getting the money. Same prosecutor investigating Burisma Holdings. That's the same company that his son was involved in and benefiting to the tune of millions of dollars. And we haven't even touched the China issue yet. Ed Henry, great report.
Thank you.
The whistle